What up, what up, what up? You already know it's your boy AB doing another video for y'all. Man, I got some crazy news this morning. Allegedly, K Flock shot somebody yesterday. Now, the reason I say allegedly is because one, we all know, no face, no case. That's just how it go. And apparently his whole body was covered. So I'm gonna read you this article real quick. K Flock was arrested for a shooting yesterday at a barbershop. So, he's been arrested, has apparently murdered a man the early third week of December. Let's see. The man he killed or allegedly killed, was Oscar Hernandez at the age of 24. Hernandez was sitting in a barbershop on Amsterdam Ave at West 151st Street shortly before 10 a.m. He was waiting to get a haircut. Perez walked by and opened the shop door. He asked Hernandez as to what he was looking at. This was stated by law enforcement. At the time, Hernandez stepped outside in order to confront him. This has been stated by the police. The two of them argued and Perez started to walk away. The teen pulled a gun and shot Hernandez in the back and in the neck. This has been stated by cops. It is believed by police that the shooting was gang related. Why was K Flock arrested? The source of the cops have stated that he was a member of the Bronx-based Third Side gang. Perez awaited arrangements on Thursday in Manhattan Criminal Court in other homicide arrests which got reported by the police on Thursday. Edward Sosa, who is at the age of 34, he has been charged with the murder of George Martinez, who was 25 at the time of his death. When the cops reached the scene, they saw Martinez, who got shot in the chest at about 1:40 a.m. on the 26th of November on West 177th Street and Wadsworth Ave. Sosa goes by the name of Sylvester King, who has served 3 stints in state prison since the year of 2007 for weapons possession and drug dealing. This has been shown by police records. Who is K Flock? He's an 18-year-old rapper whose real name is K Roy. The young rapper enjoys more than 200K followers on YouTube, and his Instagram account seems to be deactivated apart from dropping solo music. He also raps for a group called Thrax. This is his very first song to hit the internet and was called FTO. That was released in May 2020. There are going to be further details on the story in the coming days and weeks. We are going to be on our toes in order to provide you with further details as soon as something comes under our radar. The rumor is high on the web, where it has been being speculation that murder video of rapper K Flock has been uploaded on Reddit. On Thursday, 16th of December, a 24-year-old man in New York City barbershop was killed. An investigator suspect the rapper was the culprit. In the spite of being promising rapper K Flock, he has had a chain of apprehensions. He was apprehended for having firearms and attacked Ron Suno at Rolling Loud. Now the teen celebrity has been apprehended for assassination of a New York City barber. So basically, K Flock, whose real name is K Roy, who's only 18 years old, hottest rapper coming out of New York, upcoming rapper. A lot of people probably never even heard of him yet, but he definitely caught some clout and some smoke out there in New York. The kid's gang banging, he's a product of his environment. people that are surrounding him. You know, he's coming up fast. He's young. He's got a lot of money. So apparently, you know, apparently he had some beef, or some beef sparked up on the way to the barbershop, and dude probably thought he wasn't packing because he's a small kid. K Flock is not really that big. He real like short and petite, and dude probably didn't think he was packing nothing or nothing. Was like, yo, I'll fight you, whatever. You soft, da da da, talking mad, this, that, and the third. And K Flock pulled out on him, allegedly, right? Now, the reason I say allegedly is because he had his whole face and body covered. Now, people were like, oh, he was in designer. He was wearing designer clothes. He was wearing clothes that average, ordinary people wouldn't be owning or wearing, because his outfit was, $5,000 jacket and all this, that, and the third, Montclair or whatever. But clothes don't make a case, okay? Clothes do not make a case. Clothes are mass production. Clothes are, there could have been 10,000 of those outfits or whatever. Now, the odds of it being him, and narrowing it down to him because of clothes, I don't know. I don't see that happening, because this is New York. We all wear designer. We all wear nice things and stuff. You can do that, right? But let me tell you this. K Flock, straight up, might beat this case. I mean, yeah, he was arrested for allegedly shooting this kid, but he might beat this case, because when there's no face, there's no case. His whole face and body and everything was covered. Everything was covered. His whole shit. He had a hoodie on and all that. Now, witnesses and testimonies can come against him. Now, if there's a snitch out there and there's a witness or a testimony written, or even a point out in court, like, yo, he was the guy, that right there is enough to get you done, Now, as of him doing this and committing this murder, is very brazen, because he did it in broad daylight at a barbershop of all places. We all know we go to the barbershops, especially before the holidays, before Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that. We go to the barbershops to get fresh. But, he just, allegedly killed someone at the barbershop. Now, me personally, I don't think he's going to get charged with it. I think he's going to beat this case. I think that the cops have it out for him, of course, like any other New York rapper. And, I wish him the best. I hope he makes it through this. And, like I said, if there's no face, there's no case. And that's just the bottom line to it. At the end of the story, at the end of the day, if someone testifies against him, or someone does a written testimony against him, then he's done. He's fried. He might be that, But in the meantime, there's no case. There could have been anybody. People were like, oh, he went there in a Montclair coat, and he had all these designer clothes on. The dude was dressed to impress. Like, everybody knows it was him because of the way he was dressing. Like, that's not true. And it's okay. The internet is undefeated. I understand. But y'all got to stop with this just straight putting it on him. That could have been anybody. That could have been anybody in that video. Anybody. You did not see his face. You did not see his tattoos. You did not see anything that implicated it was him. Now, if the detectives went to his house and raided his house, and he had those clothes on, and he had the blood on his sneaker, and then all that DNA and all that shit matched, then maybe they might have a case. But they still need a murder weapon, and they still need a face. They need that face. They need some type of identity. You cannot just assume it was somebody just off the strength of what they was wearing, or just off the strength of where they was at, or the low, any of that. Like, now my condolences goes out to the family who lost their 24-year-old son from an 18-year-old kid. My condolences go out to them. That's not right. I'm not saying murder is right, or murder was the right route to do this, to killing and all that. I'm just saying is, you can't. There's a lot of people in prison right now that are there that are innocent. You know what I'm saying? That didn't commit murders, didn't commit crimes, and when you a target already from the police or from the state, they're gonna do anything to put anything on you. Like, I forgot what rapper it was, but I think it was Lil Wayne, and he had somebody at his mansion spaz out, start shooting at the police, shooting people in the house, called the cops off, acting all crazy and stuff like that. And then they tried to blame that shit on Lil Wayne. They tried to put, Lil Wayne's entourage people. Lil Wayne's like, I don't even know that dude. Like, I don't even stay at that house like that. Lil Wayne's like, I don't even be over there. Like, but the point of that story is that Lil Wayne wasn't there. He didn't do that murder. But they'll put that title on that video and say it was him, or say it, you know what I mean? They'll put that title on there, and that's not right, because he had nothing to do with it. He wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? Now, K Flock, he's 18. He's in a gang. He's young. He got money. He got, soldiers on his neck, killers with him all the time. Like, let's talk about why he wouldn't do that murder. Bro, you a celebrity, a partial celebrity. You a rap artist. You an upcoming artist in your own community. Everybody know you. That's like walking to your corner store where everybody know you, where you grew up your whole life, and then you go blast somebody. Like, they're like, oh shit, K Flock came out and blasted this fool today. And I feel like that's what's happening in this story. But at the same time, there's no face, there's no case. This is all alleged. Y'all can't just throw this dirt on this man's name for any of that. Like, the police have it out for him. The New York police and New York City in general is like, it's bad when the state and the police and people don't like you. It's bad, because it's not like it's a little bit of people or it's a little problem. It's a big problem. Like, you sometimes you just can't be in the state. You can't be there. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't sit there and be in that community anymore, just because it's like, it's bad. Everybody's against you, you know what I'm saying? And you just don't know who's hating, who's trying to kill you, none of that. Like, look how they did Trink's drugs. Look how they did Nipsey Hussle. Look, they just killing people in their own community in places where they go every single day. You know what I'm saying? So, I wish K Flock the best. I hope he makes it through this little ordeal. I'm sure he's gonna beat this case. I'm sure, they not gonna have enough evidence or anything like that, and I hope they do find the killer. But in the meantime, it's all alleged. Y'all can't be throwing dirt on this man's name. He's one of the up and comers. He's one of them to change people's lives and do good. I hope he makes it through. I pray for him and everything work out and we continue on with his career, But, it's New York, man. And then this is another thing, too. People get shot every day in New York. People go through shit every day in New York. And there must have been like 5 other shootings at barbershops that day or that week. But we don't talk about that. And we don't broadcast none of that. Why? Because it wasn't a famous artist or a celebrity or a famous gang member or a well-known gang member. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just ordinary people shooting ordinary people over ordinary conversations. So, none of that is being broadcasted and shared with the people. None of that is being put out there like that. So, like I said, I don't believe K Flock did this. It's all alleged. And I hope he makes it through. I wish him the best. I hope he sees this and knows that we out here rooting for him. You know what I mean? And, it's a sad story, man. If an innocent kid, 18 years old, you know what I mean, just, gets his life thrown away over something like this. But like I said, man, no face, no case. He gonna beat this. He gonna walk away, and that's just what it is. You know, they gonna have to prove his innocence, and hopefully they do catch the person who did this. But for right now, it is what it is. Yeah, that's your street talk with AB, man. Holla at me, man. I just wanted to let y'all know this story because it's just, we losing these New York rappers left and right, either to gun violence or to or corona and then police hating. It's just one after the other after the other. It's just a lot of things. It's your boy AB. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I'll holla at y'all later. Peace.